Hi there. You probably realize there's a lot of different markets here in Guatemala.
And living here in Xela, Quetzaltenango, we have a very large market called La Democracia, and that's what we want to show you today.
As Debbie went out this morning by herself and just went through the demo and just small sections of it, it's very large. What'd you say it was on a map? Like 9 square blocks or
close to
potentially
that.
6. Well, you said 3 or 4 blocks wide and 3 or 4 blocks deep. So if it's 4 by 4, it's 9 square blocks is big.
Yeah.
So
I do put a map at the very end of this video to kind of show you the location and where it is in relationship to other things, and I've outlined it in red so you can see what exactly is the demo, as they call it here, La Demo.
Yeah, and so today's video, when she was out, it's just basically to show you the kinds of things that are available there, which is basically everything. They sell meat, they have vegetables, they have fruit, they have different food. There's even grocery stores inside of the demo in some of the buildings. There's restaurants. You can buy clothing, shoes, jewelry, electronics.
I mean,
appliances.
Everything is there, which makes it sound very convenient. On one hand, because you park your car somewhere and then you go shopping. But the inconvenience of it is, where do you park your car, first of all?
There's a number of parking lots there, but to get into them, because they might be kind of tight quarters, if you had a decent sized vehicle, it might be kind of harder to get into some of them.
We have an SUV and it can be difficult.
Or they're full. I mean, it's busy down there. That's part of the showing all this stuff, is how busy it is. And today's not considered a busy day.
Yeah, it's a Thursday around noon when I was out there, and I will tell you what, comparatively speaking, there were not many people there.
Yep, there's sometimes when you're walking through some of these stores or the buildings where you're almost like shoulder to shoulder,
exactly,
with different people as you're in there.
Now, I didn't do a lot of price comparison shopping for you like I did at the grocery store video, if you've looked at that. But I will tell you, as far as food things are related, your vegetables and your fruits, and even a lot of your meat, it is definitely cheaper if you're willing to go and fight the crowds and shop there. So you have to decide, do I want to eat cheap or do I want to go figure out how to shop conveniently? Whatever works for you. Personally, I like to go to the grocery store most of the time.
Yeah, and you know, we're from North America, except for maybe you could kind of compare this to farmers markets, maybe
a little bit.
But this is a whole nother level than a typical farmer's market. And so we're used to grocery store shopping. It's nice to walk up and down the aisles and everything's organized. You don't have to
search.
Yeah, you don't have to search, and also you don't have to wonder, you know, these are all the vegetables in this section. You don't have to wonder about, well, what's around the corner at this other vegetable thing, which is the demo. All throughout the whole thing, it's interspersed, you know.
You never know what you're going to find. It could be fruits and vegetables here, sweaters and jeans there, motorcycles over here.
Yep, and then you walk to the next block, and there's a whole nother group of stores that are selling fruits and vegetables and clothing
and you're going to see
parts and
throughout the video clips that I put together how things are interwoven. And now something that I will share with you as far as price shopping, for those of us that are from North America, we're expats, or we look like gringos, you could maybe not necessarily get the best price. You might get gringoed on your price.
Yeah, I mean, it's
possible. I'm not going to say it would happen.
Yeah, you just need to be aware,
right.
and you should have an idea of what you think something's worth. For instance, if you went to buy a bunch of bananas, and if somebody tells you a price that is just way too expensive, then
just don't buy it.
You're not obligated to buy it from them, or just shop around, because you know some people will try and get a few extra quetzales out of you, and exactly. Some won't. You know, it's not like we're in a tourist area where they're trying to get money out of tourists.
Exactly,
you know?
Exactly.
So
So I put together this video, and it's clips, various parts of the demo, just to give you an introduction. Now, there are plenty of markets in Xela that are not just the demo, and on another day, I'm going to try and give you some of those market videos.
There's
around the corner here.
There's at least 3 other kind of big markets here that I know of, and probably more, because like we said just a minute ago, we're not really market shoppers. Now, the one that's right around the corner from us, if we need some tomatoes or something because we're cooking something for dinner, we'll walk over there and get them.
Right.
But to go shopping day by day,
it's a grocery store thing for us mostly, But so I hope you enjoy our little tour through the demo, and there's a little bit of a warning at the end, if you want to call it that, because I did go by myself, but we just want you to be aware. It is a very busy place. There's a lot of people, and it's like anything, any place you go like that.
And I wouldn't call it dangerous. I don't. If you were there, some of the last people there at night before they're shutting stuff down, then you get into maybe something where somebody might go, this is dangerous. But during the day, it's perfectly safe. You just got to be careful that, with a lot of people there, you may get pickpocketed or something.
If your phone is in your back pocket instead of your front pocket, things like that.
We personally have never had that experience here of somebody
not
pickpocketing us. And we've been into a couple of different markets.
But we've heard of it.
It's not uncommon for somebody to say, especially somebody newer or just visiting, to say, well, I had this in my pocket and now it's gone. We walked through this. Could it have been pickpocketed? Yes. Could it have been they dropped it or pulled something out and set it someplace and then took off because there is a little bit of an excitement or something down there because there's so much, so much happening that very easy for you to make a mistake too. So
take some time, scroll through this video, and enjoy. From Life in Guatemala, I'm Deb.
I'm Brian.
Well, hello. Hi, chicken bus. As we mentioned in our intro, today we're taking you through a little tour of Democracia. It's the largest market area in Xela, Quetzaltenango, Guatemala. And right now I just walked out of the Xela Mall because I parked over there. It's kind of the beginning of it. And this is just walking down the street to where the market itself starts. And I just wanted to give you a glimpse of the things that you walk past on your way to the main part. You can find so many things here: plasticware, kitchenware, groceries, furniture, clothing, food. I mean, sí, disculpe. And over there's a little grocery store. I've never been in there, but there's a couple of them. And these are just the things you see on the outside. There's so many things to go inside. I'm going to stop the video and wait till I get a little more deep into the actual market area for you. You'll see clothing galore just walking along the street. Jeans and pants and shirts. This is just the beginning, just so you know. And of course, on the other side, you have more little tiendas, which are little grocery stores, bodegas. Mas y Mas is a little supermarket that's in here. Actually, you'll be surprised when you start walking into some of these little openings. Walk in here, you got a little bookstore, Bibles. This used to be an Apple store right here, but it's gone. So, hola, buenos dias. You got phone kiosk, more clothing stores, a little bit more modern stores, and you'll see these inside the buildings behind all the stuff that you see outside. It's really pretty amazing. They've got an upstairs. Here's the little grocery store around the corner here. And we're going to come out back into one of the main streets of the actual, they call it La Demo, the Democracia. And so I'll get back on here in just a moment. A lot of people come down here for their fresh fruit and food. Many, many vendors. Pineapple, limon, bananas, papayas, sandia, known as watermelon, cantaloupe, plums, avocados, mangoes, verduras, tomato, cebolla. Buen dia. They've got tomatoes and zucchini and onions and peppers, cabbage and carrots. I mean, you could shop here for days and not see everything. Let me give you an idea. I'm on the outside of this area in the street, but then you'll see an opening. So you go down inside, and there's another big building between the streets with all kinds of stores in here selling all kinds of items. It could be food, could be candy, it could be clothing, jewelry, more vegetables. This is like a candy store here. Oh, here we have some butcher shops inside with various cuts of meat that they're hanging. All kinds of butcher shops here. And you got more vegetables, fresh vegetables. A lot of competition. Oh, disculpe. Candles. Candles galore. If you're a Catholic, they've got all kinds of symbols for the Catholics. Shoes, if you need shoes. Maybe you're looking for some seeds or herbs and spices. Avocado. Some more clothing options. Whoops. More jewelry. Now this is just on the inside. And if you didn't go down through that street into that little opening, you wouldn't even know all this is in here. And I've only gone down one of many aisles. Little restaurants with sandwiches, buenas, drinks. See, they got people sitting over there waiting to eat. Another butcher shop. More clothing. Look at this. You got more little restaurants. They're just all over. And it's close to lunchtime, so you got a lot of people coming in here looking for something to eat. Okay, and I'm coming out the other side. And you can see there's more, just a boatload of shops with clothing all up and down the street, and shoes. And back here, back behind the aisle, we have another grocery store. Also, we have learned to always look at all the little entries. Sometimes one of our students needs material. We have to go up the stairs into an opening that we didn't know was there to find places that are selling sewing products. The Tigo store for phones and electronics. A pharmacy, Cruz Verde. It's a common pharmacy here. Let's go back out on the street, because you're going to see a lot of these food carts as well. Tacos across the street. couple of taco stands. Granizadas, he's making, they're basically fancy slushes. Okay, this place is called Ancia. Why? That's an electronics store. You got backpacks. Over here, San Francisco, let's go over there. It's right in the middle of the hubbub, and it's behind everything. I want to give you an idea of what this is like to walk in here as you see all these things on the outside. Snacks and treats. There's a very small little opening here. Oh, disculpe. To get to more stores behind everything. Look at all the pots and pans. We'll come back to that in a minute. As I was talking about sewing stores, San Francisco is also an area where they have a lot of material and sewing goods. And it's an amazing little town. We've been there once. They do a lot. We bring our student here for a lot of her design needs. But let's walk here on this back little aisle. Little stove top, lots of pots and pans, plasticware, juice presses, teapots, things for the kitchen. So this is all in a little aisle behind all the stuff that you see out on the street. Just to give you an idea, like I said, you can get just about everything here in La Democracia. When I said they sell everything, I wasn't kidding. You need some mattresses, some beds, they're right there. What about some kitchen appliances? Right here, and there's more stores like this. I mean, hola, ¿cómo estás? So you can foam. A lot of people put that on top of their bed. As a matter of fact, I have to get some for Delia. I think she's going to be moving soon. Gracias. Igualmente. He said, nice to meet you in English. Another little grocery store. These things just pop up everywhere. More mattresses. More things for the kitchen. Making my way across another street. Ah, look at this. Mas, corn on the cob. A lot more of the vegetables. You'll see there's so many people selling fresh foods out here. There's just rows and rows and rows of it. And this is better prices than if you watch our video on grocery store prices, without me asking specifically, I'm not sure what they are, but they do post the fresh market prices online, the local news, on a regular basis, and it's always cheaper than the grocery stores if you're willing to come out and go through all this. Hola, buenos dias. Maybe you need a dining room set or a bedroom dresser. I mean, muebles son todos. There's furniture for sale everywhere as well. There's another kitchen appliance store. And I'm just walking around the various blocks with you all right now. Some of these stores I've noticed and been to, and some I haven't. Oh, look at here. An automotive style store. Oil, radiator fluids, generators, power washers. A lot of interesting things here. Mirrors, license plate holders. I have to tell my husband about that store. Here's another tool store. Cords, electrical things. I hope you're kind of getting a general idea. Okay, here is an area I have been looking for. I've been down here once because they have a lot of different material places. It's called Textiles Monica here, and there's other stores in here that have sewing items, household goods, toys for the kids. Hola, buenos dias, or tardes. So, and once again, what happened? I walked into an entrance that was open out the road, but most of this is full of toys, children's things, children's clothing, Halloween mask. Halloween's not even officially a holiday here. Hey, they have squirt guns. I need one of those. Let's see what else we have. On November 1st, you see a lot of these kites, berrietas, because they celebrate. Their idea is not really the Day of the Dead like you know in Mexico. It's where they send the kites up as a way to communicate with the spirits of their deceased family. A lot of plastic plants, stuffed animals, and variety. Hola, buenas tardes. Here's a little hardware store. If you're looking for something to move your furniture, this is common. A lot of people use their machetes here, and you see the men and the women and children walking and just carrying them. There's store power tools in here, a variety of brands, tools. I think Brian is planning on doing a video on the tool stores. For those of you out there, the men trying to decide, if I move down here, do I bring tools or do I buy them there? So be looking for that in the upcoming weeks. You may have heard that they love to celebrate here in Guatemala, and they celebrate everything. Birthdays are huge. So what's a birthday without a piñata? And why not have a whole store that's mostly piñatas and the candy, huge bags of candy that go inside the piñatas. All sizes and styles and colors to fit all your desires for a party. Well, we have only touched the surface, but I think you get the idea. So I hope that you're getting a little bit of a taste of La Demo here in Xela. And I will tell you, this is not what I would consider a busy day. Let me turn this around a minute. This is not what I would consider a busy day. So I didn't have too much trouble walking around with my camera, and I do have everything in a bag over my shoulder just to keep things safe and secure, and it's also in front of me. So I just want you to know that if you are coming here, keep everything in your front pockets, keep it secure, usually come with somebody. Like I said, I've been around enough and I know what I'm looking for. And it's not that it's super dangerous. It would be just easy for somebody to take something if you're not familiar with the area. But I want to invite you to come to Xela, enjoy the markets, find fresh food, find good deals on things, and have some fun. Thank you. Bye-bye.